Yeah, we going another day, huh, guys? Well, another day. I woke up. I woke up pretty late today. I'm trying to figure out what to eat because there's like frozen tater tots in the freezer. So I'm like, maybe I should just heat those up in the oven, put some cheese all over them, maybe make myself some breakfast for dinner. I don't know. So many choices that I feel like I have. If only politics had this many choices, huh? Maybe we'd have better understandings of our nations or whatever. I just saw that Justin Bieber has canceled his world tour Justice. That's what he called his world tour Justice, with no real reasons for the cancellation. People are speculating it's because of that disease like he's going through, where the left half of his face is now numb. But I mean, isn't he just like lip syncing while in like a hoodie and shit on stage? So who cares if he can't sing because half of his face is asleep? Shit, just wing it for those international fans like you do for us filthy Americans. Yes, you do, don't you? No, I don't know. He's probably just gonna wing it. And shit. He just sold his whole catalog for $200 million. So yeah, he's like, "Yup, I'm set for a while. Screw fucking taking this tour. I'll just stay home and play fucking League of Legends or something instead of having to actually go places and actually having to deal with people and just actually have to make money because I already have this money staying here. So maybe he just said, "Fuck this tour. I'm out." Staying on the lane of celebrities, Calvin Klein released some new underwear, not nude, some new underwear model photos of Michael B. Jordan. He's quoted as saying the first thing he did was call up his mother and tell her, "I'm sorry, Mama, all my business is out there now." And I mean, I saw the photos, and they're not nearly as like steamy as the media is making them out to me, and as I've seen with particular underwear pictures. He looks great. I mean, he's got a good worked out body, but his boxers are like darker color, not like gray. So it's not like showing off his BBD or anything like that. So I don't see why he'd be apologizing to his mom for anything. I said, "I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, modeling for Calvin Klein." All right, y'all. On some odd news. A giant moth-looking bug was found on the side of a Walmart in Arkansas, and it turns out to be a super rare Jurassic era instinct bug. And man, this kind of makes me want to ask like questions, like how did this bug survive that long, or just end up like on the side of a Walmart in Arkansas? Like did it get unfrozen in some iceberg in Antarctica and fly all the way from there over here? Did it survive somewhere for this long on our planet, like somewhere in Arkansas in some like little biome, and just decide to like, oh, I gotta make a fucking trip to Walmart? Did it come from a hole from another dimension into this one, like those insect like monsters did in the movie The Mist? Do you remember that movie The Mist? I remember that movie The Mist. It was a good movie. Has a really good ending, really fucked up ending, but a really good ending. If y'all get a chance, you should watch The Mist. It's made by the same people who pretty much made all of The Walking Dead. And there were a lot of people from The Walking Dead in that movie too. But like, how did it randomly just end up in like a Walmart parking lot on the side of the building? And how did people look at all the bugs that are flying around a fucking Walmart and are like, "Hey, this one right here by the red box machine, this one here looks like a fucking prehistoric bug"? I don't know, man. It's pretty ridiculous and pretty crazy, but also pretty scary, the trifecta of curiosity to me. But yeah, that's what I think about that. I don't know. It's just a perfect storm of different shit, Doesn't make sense to me. But again, whatever. A lot of things don't make sense to me. And again, in some pretty ridiculous news, remember the teacher's aide that got the shit knocked out of her for taking that black kid's Nintendo Switch? And the quote unquote kid, he's saying he's a kid, but this guy's 6'6", almost 300 pounds, and he took her down and knocked her out cold and kept punching her unconscious body while she was on the floor. If you haven't seen the video already, she's now claiming that she didn't even take his Nintendo Switch, like how people are claiming that she did. That had like set him off to attack her. And okay, look, like even if you did take the Switch, he still has like no right to knock the fuck out of you like he did. Like, You don't need to defend yourself, ma'am. If he had no right to do that to you. But we'll see how the media wants to play this one because again, it's a black kid. The left media gets super confused trying to paint blacks or gays or other minorities in a bad light because that's not their agenda. They're given or they aren't. That's not even the reason they exist. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll definitely see how they find a way to defend the kid's actions against this woman. I don't know. Maybe they'll talk more about Dilbert than about this. You know, I get knocked down, I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna get me down. I get knocked down, I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna get me down. Ooh, on the side of conspirators. Another train has derailed in Florida, though, and this one was carrying propane, but no leakage was reported. Shit, maybe this train was like the 9/11 plane that was supposed to hit the White House, but it just happened to not make it all the way there. So our trains are derailing, and we're not taking care of our own country, with taxes and money and shit, and we're in debt, but we're giving a shit ton of money to Ukraine to win some war while our nation's just falling apart because we don't want to spend our tax dollars on fixing our own shit. Like, this makes no sense. Like, it literally makes no sense. And I don't know. I hope the next president sees and tries to take care of that, whoever it might be. Because, dude, Biden is like, he's straight up an old senile man. And I don't think there's enough Adderall and stem cells available to keep him going for much longer before he legit just falls apart. Like, just melts, Unless Kamala uses some voodoo witch doctor spell like the one in that one horror movie and transfers Biden's soul into the body of a young black man or something. But yeah, I mean, shit, it really does feel like politicians in the U.S. care only like either about themselves and their own paychecks or some other country's interest, and not actually us. How insane, huh? Wow, that's really crazy, right? Oh, well, that's, how many railroads have derailed now? I don't know. Like, I don't think it's because we're leaving pennies on the tracks to get bent, right? Can you all leave in the comments how many railroads have derailed at this point? These might be planned, right? So let's keep an eye on those railroad guys. Keep an eye on them like you would while playing Monopoly. Fucking buy all the railroads up. Let's just keep an eye on all the railroads. And speaking of Monopoly and all that, if you remember if you want to buy my Medicated Monopoly Man shirt, it's just $25, free shipping. We still got medium up to 3XL for the big boy, because we're where the big boys play. Hit me up on Instagram at Lorenzo Ariola or on the Twitter at funky_Eskimo. And we could definitely set you up with a t-shirt and some stickers and stuff. But yeah, guys, I think that's another episode down and in the books. I think so. What do you think about Justin Bieber canceling his tour? Are you a believer and now you're sad because you can't believe anymore? I think it's because he's already got that $200 million check and he's like, fuck this tour. I'm just going to chill. Like, fuck that. I don't care anymore. Sucks for his fans. Like, I'm not even sure what ages his fans are now because when I was growing up with him, his fans would, I guess, be like my age. Yeah, I mean, if half his face is asleep and he's got those meth-looking tattoos on him, he's not much of an idol to these newer kids. I mean, they've got cleaner, better-looking pop stars to look up to, I mean, look at BTS. They're out there joining the army and shit and doing their duty, and here's Justin Bieber with half his face asleep, just like canceling tours, And did you see how Michael B. Jordan looked in his underwear photos? He is a very attractive man. I mean, me particularly, I'm not into the chocolate boys. So y'all tell me your opinions. Do you like those photo spreads, or are they just showing an unrealistic standard of beauty, and we should all hate him for that piece of shit? Now I feel, as a man, unconfident and impotent, and I'll never look like that for a woman to like me. Nah, he can do whatever he wants, man. Like, as long, like, get paid, man. You don't need to say sorry to your mom either. Moms are overrated. Like, don't even give a shit about what your mom thinks. Fucking moms are pieces of shit. And what do you think about that insect just showing up from prehistoric ages out of nowhere, huh? It's kind of scary, huh? Like, did someone roll a 2 on Jumanji and that fucking bug show up or whatever? I don't know. Tell me in the comments how you think it showed up. I mean, also tell me in the comments if you think that teacher deserved to get tackled by that kid for maybe or maybe not taking his switch. We still need to get the whole story, I guess, to give this a ruling, don't we? I guess that's the main thing. Like, well, if she did take the switch, and we have a whole new no. Like, he just hit the fuck out of her. Like, whether she took his switch or not, she didn't deserve that big of a hit. But whatever. Y'all tell me what the ruling might be. Anyways, and always, I want to thank y'all for listening to the shows, watching me on the YouTube, buying the merchandise. I really do appreciate it. Don't listen to me while driving a train, though, because I don't want you to derail or anything like that. That would be terrible. Don't get your train derailed. And be safer out on the railroad tracks, because they aren't as safe as they used to be. I mean, back in our days, shit, you could walk on those like nothing, and things wouldn't happen. But it's not like that anymore. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Be careful, stay safe, and thank you for listening, and take care. Bye.